What's up, guys? Welcome back to it. Merengue Culé. The lineups are out, and Zinedine Zidane has opted to go for the same team that has basically given him a great run of results over the past couple of weeks. However, I am a little bit worried that he didn't make many rotations and how long Luka Modric can keep playing at this rate. Let's hope he doesn't get injured. However, guys, I'll see y'all at the end of the first half. Okay, guys, we are back from the first half, and what a half this has been. Honestly, probably one of the best games I've seen Real Madrid play. Probably not as a whole, not the whole half, but those first 15 minutes were honestly the best I've seen them play this whole season. Can you go ahead and tell us a little more on why you think they were playing so good?
So I think initially you see the Eibar is at home in a very small stadium, very compact. So instantly Madrid look to expand the field by putting the outside backs, the wingers in the touchline, and just trying to create as much space in the middle and look for a quick counterattack. Yes. And I mean, with the passing, how fast it has been working very well.
Which is actually one of the keys that we were talking about when the game was starting. Because the stadium was so compact, one of the biggest keys for Real Madrid to succeed in the stadium was to spread Eibar out, right? Eibar wants to stay compact as a small team in their small stadium. That is why. And with the quick passing that they were doing side to side, they were able to spread them open and basically find those gaps, which within minute number 5, right away, Real Madrid finds their first goal of the opening. Rodrigo plays a beautiful pass to Karim Benzema, who not only finished the ball perfectly, but his touch to receive that ball was out of this world. It was a beautiful play overall. So leaving us 1-0 up. And then shortly after, Real Madrid keeps playing well, keeps pressing. They did not let the foot off like their throats, right? They kept on pressing down, and which is something that you had been saying that Real Madrid kind of lacks. Whenever they get that first goal, they kind of sit back and say, okay, well, we got the goal, let's calm down a little bit. And no, we saw Real Madrid that was freaking angry for more goals. And what happens? Another insane play. Hopefully you guys should be able to see it right now in the screen, where Lucas Vázquez is fighting for the ball. Karim Benzema, Luka Modric, they're all just connecting fast. And Lucas Vázquez wins the ball, gives it to Benzema. Benzema beats the player beautifully off the dribble. The vision to see Luka Modric running in at the top of the box, and then the pure finish from Luka Modric, just blasting and destroying that goal.
Has to be top 10 goals of the season.
Just a beautiful goal, and I think not just necessarily for the shot, but for the play. And it basically just meant everything that this game had been for Real Madrid, right? Playing great, and then you look at the scoreboard and it's reflected in that 2-0. However, then I started telling you how I was a little bit skeptical, because Real Madrid tends to be like, once again, the team that gets a lead like that, and they kind of let off. And obviously, as you can see by the score, it's 2-1. So they did let off a little bit, but I wanted more merit. Eibar.
Despite Madrid playing so well in the first 15-ish minutes, I never felt like Eibar was playing bad. I was never like, Eibar, what are you doing? No, they were a very aggressive, high pressure on Madrid, which was a big headache for both Ramos and Varane. It was only until they broke that down that Madrid was so powerful. But Eibar, I mean, with Brian playing very well the whole half.
Kike with a beautiful strike, guys. His goal was probably one of the goals of La Liga, and the goals I've seen, one of the best goals I've seen in quite a while. So, and towards the end of the half, Real Madrid probably could have gotten the 3-1. Benzema had another beautiful touch and a beautiful finish that was literally offsides by millimeters. And then at the end, I don't think you saw, but Lucas Vázquez nearly scored with a low-driven cross.
Let's not forget that wide open header Benzema missed.
Yes.
A few chances Madrid hasn't taken advantage of. The score is tight, and honestly, I could see a goal for either team.
It could go either way. We're going to have to see, guys. We're going to, of course, be back by the end of the second half, so make sure you stick around. See you then. Okay, guys, we are back from the second half and the end of the game. As you can see, Real Madrid did take that victory, 3-1. Huge victory for the boys. But let's go ahead and review what actually happened in that second half, which was definitely a much slower half. Not as many sparks as we saw in that first half, especially from both teams, but especially from Real Madrid, who were a lot more quiet. You could definitely see that fatigue start to build up in their legs. The midfield wasn't working as well anymore. Modric got a lot tired. Toni Kroos was misplacing a lot of passes. Even bringing in Fede Valverde, it did help, but it wasn't the greatest of boosts for the team overall. Like I said, the team started falling off. Eibar started getting a little more confident. However, they didn't really create as many clear opportunities as they did in the first half. The clearest chance that we can really see in that second half came around the minute 60 to 70 when Real Madrid started getting themselves back into the game. They got together a few sets of passes, and it ended up in a beautiful pass from Toni Kroos to Rodrigo, who could have put the game away in that instant around minute 68, but he missed the one-on-one with the goalie, and from there on, Real Madrid got a little bit scared. They started backing off, and that's when Eibar really started to press down. And well, like I already mentioned, they didn't come that close to scoring. However, at the very end of the game, guys, minute 91, Eibar gets a one-on-one with Courtois to tie it up 2-2. Ramos comes out of nowhere with a tackle that is worth 2 whole points. Insane. And then from that win that we get back, we counterattack, and Lucas Vázquez seals off the victory, scoring it in the 92nd minute to make it 3-1 for Real Madrid. So obviously, huge victory for Madrid that puts us in the first place, pole position in La Liga, currently tied up in points with Atletico Madrid. However, in the head-to-head, we do go ahead and basically surpass them. I just wanted to quickly talk about who I thought was the best player in the game, and the TV, they gave it to Luka Modric, who of course had a phenomenal game, a player that just came back from getting the Player of the Month award by Real Madrid for this last month. However, I'm personally going to give it to Karim Benzema, who once again showed his class, his quality, his touch. It's insane, guys. Every time he receives the ball, his vision, his first touch passing, his movement off the ball, his movement with the ball, everything he does, he even comes back and defends every now and then. It's just phenomenal. He got himself 1 goal today, could have easily been 2.
And an assist.
And he got 2 assists.
Yeah.
1 to Luka Modric, and then at the very end to Lucas Vázquez. Karim Benzema is just a phenomenal player, and we were actually talking about how it's crazy how he wasn't even the one that shone. He wouldn't shine whenever Ronaldo and Bale were like at their primes. He would just kind of work for them, which is really goes to highlight why that team was so powerful. Whenever our best player right now was really the underdog at an even younger age, goes to show his just insane qualities that he has. Before we jump on to the shoutouts, I do want to quickly say how that end to Real Madrid's game definitely showed the fatigue that the team is carrying after so many tough games that we've played. You know, Atletico, Borussia Mönchengladbach, Shakhtar, Atletico Bilbao, Sevilla, just a lot. The accumulation of tough games are definitely starting to pay a toll in those legs, as you see that we reach those final minutes, and the team was honestly dying to hear that final whistle. I think this break that we're coming up, I think this break that's coming up soon, that's going to be about 10 days, is going to be huge for the team to get some rest, to rest some legs and come back at a stronger level. Okay, guys, and now we're finally into that last part, that last segment of the video where I give you guys a personal shout out, and your name goes into the leaderboards that you should be seeing at some point at the end of this video, to potentially win that Karim Benzema jersey. And so we have a lot of 3-1 predictions. So let's just go ahead and get to them. The first one is Dinesh Kumar. He said Jovic was going to score. Not quite. Jovic didn't play today, but you still guessed the 3-1 prediction. Next up, George Meyer, 3-1. Dylan Delpire. He said he would love to see my formation. Unfortunately, Zidane did not go for that 4-1-2-1-2 formation, but I would also love to see that at one point. Rolando Gonzalez, 3-1. Pasal Safa. Abuli Jalo, I hope I said that name correctly. Ayush Lamsal. Bobby Abraham. Susan Abdelad, YSN King, Christian Vasquez. He said, I think this is gonna be a tricky game, but I think our players have the quality to pull off the 3-1 victory. Excited to see how we play this game. I very much agree with you. It was definitely a tricky game, and I think we played well, especially for the beginning of it. And then lastly, myself, and I have yet again predicted it, so I will give myself a shout out yet again. I think that's my 4th one for Real Madrid. I would be on top of those leaderboards. Y'all are lucky y'all aren't competing against me. The ego just, I'm kidding. Okay, so that concludes the shout outs. Okay guys, and as always, if you enjoyed this video, I want to remind you to go ahead and smash that like button down below to help us reach that goal. What is the goal that we're trying to reach?
3,000 subscribers by the end of the year.
Yes, guys, y'all have been doing a phenomenal job hitting that subscribe button down below, and our subscribers have really been growing. We're getting so close. So guys, if you are new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. As always, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. Go check out all of our other videos. Go check out Barca's analysis, and go check out our live reaction videos. I hope you'll have a wonderful day, and as always, a la Madrid.